is going on, everybody? How are we doing on this fine Saturday in May? Still in May, just barely. My name is Eric. Welcome to Reality Bytes. We are a bi-monthly VR talk show that is at 4 p.m. Eastern time, where we broadcast live simultaneously to YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. And yes, we are in the multiverse. What is going on, multiverse? Thanks for hanging out with us in VR today. We salute all you guys, diehards, for watching us in virtual reality. If you cannot catch us live, you can always catch us afterwards on your favorite podcast platform. And we have an amazing kick-ass show today. Lots of excitement in the air for different things going on in the VR world. But before we go any further, I need to introduce my two best friends right here with me today. We've got my buddy Todd from Q2C VR Gamer. How you doing, Todd?
Hi, diddly ho diddly. How's everybody doing?
We're doing awesome, man. Love the high.
I love that. That's real. I love that's not like a that just. Oh man, I can't.
It's ridiculous. Like that's how I greet people in real life. Like that's totally
super,
real.
That's super Todd, dude. That's super Todd. Absolutely, yeah. And you guys all know my partner to right below me here. That is Gamertag VR. What is up, GT? How you doing, my man?
Hello, everyone. How you doing, Mash? I'm good, man. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, we're doing good, man. It's been a crazy, exciting week. We were just kind of all talking to each other about how much stuff is going on in the virtual reality world right now. We all have busy things going on in VR and in regular life too. Traveling all over the place and doing super fun and exciting things like Todd cleaning his garage out. How exciting and fun is that?
Oh yeah, that's such a great Saturday, I tell you.
Real life stuff has to be done, Todd. You can't play, and if you don't pay, so you have to.
That's right. Yep. Gotta do it.
Yeah, so man, we have a cool show today. We are going to talk a lot of virtual reality. We're going to catch up with each other because we only catch you. We're kind of hanging out with each other every couple of weeks. So I thought it would be cool if we catch up and see what everybody's doing. But before we do that, I'll bring in somebody because of what's going on right now with PlayStation announcing a state of play for next week, and we also have all next week, the Augmented World Expo, and Sony has a booth at AWE next week on the Expo floor. Now, AWE is basically it's Augmented World Expo. It's just a VR, AR, XR show. There's no flat gaming there. So unless they're showing off technology, which is possible, they could be showing off lens technology. But it's possible they could have something else there as well. And especially with this announcement now that they're going to have a state of play on Thursday, and they are going to definitely talk about some games, VR games in that state of play. We need to bring in the resident expert on PlayStation VR, and there's no other person that I would go to other than the Weasel.
What's up, guys?
Weasel.
What's up, Eric? What's up, Todd? What's up, GT? What's up, VR gamers? Guys, can you feel it? There's something in the air, something a little different today versus yesterday or the day before. It's excitement. It's been a while, right? Since there's been this level of anticipation and excitement in the air with regards to VR.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's just been, we've all been waiting for this for so long. You know what I mean? And I just hope, at this point, there's so much expectation and so much hype. I just hope everything lives up to it, man. But I think it will. And yeah, I was just talking, with GT a little bit before we got on here, and I think, and I think everybody agrees that PlayStation can bring some excitement back into VR for people maybe have lost a little bit of excitement for VR. Maybe some people who don't want, are not super into mobile gaming. Let's take our buddy Roots, for example. Roots loves gaming, but he loves deep games. He's not looking mobile gaming. He's looking for deep AAA games. That's why he plays a lot of flat games, and rightfully so. I agree with him on a lot of these things. And sometimes, the virtual reality cycle we're in right now is a lot of mobile gaming because that's where the money is. But I think PlayStation's going to bring a different type of gaming to virtual. What do you guys think?
I'll let you guys go first.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've talked about it time and time again. What we think Sony's plans are to move VR forward in the next generation, which we keep calling it the next generation. It's the current gen now. I mean, PS5's been around for over 2 years. But we got to be careful. It's a double-edged sword. Because how many times since we started doing this have we gotten ourselves all hyped up and foaming at the mouth for something, only to have it not live up to our expectations through nobody else's fault other than our own? We always have the highest expectations whenever we get excited for something, and it seems like nothing ever seems to live up. But with that said, and with that in mind, I think Sony's going to bring it this week, man. I think they're going to fire the opening salvo for the next generation of VR this week, and I think we're going to see some shit, guys. I think we should be excited.
Yeah, for sure. GT, you basically started with the PlayStation VR, and that's how you got yourself into virtual reality to begin with. Like, how excited for PlayStation VR 2 are you? And is it something that, I assume you'll cover the crap out of it on your channel too, right?
For me personally, it's a bit of a rebirth for VR. That's how I see it. Massive. I see it like this is going to be the Quest. You cannot underplay what the Quest has done. Yeah. At the end of the day, I still remember I've got a wireless camera tracked light based fucking move controller headset. And then they're like, dude, you're going to get a mobile wireless VR headset with inside out tracking. Like, that shit is incredible. Like, that is incredible. I'm not underplaying it, but I do believe, and I know the headset's wired, I do believe gaming and entertainment wise, which is the focus of what a lot of people want, the PSVR 2 is going to be the biggest splash yet. I think that's going to bring more people into VR than any other platform before it. That's what I think is going to happen. And I think everything else will again grow, and I was just saying before this, like, there's people out there now, there's content. Obviously, I'm going to talk about content creators because I guess I am a content creator, but there's people out there now, and you guys, your podcast, all that, you're pushing, you know what I mean? You're always trying to grow and you're always trying to do a good job and stuff. Like, when things like this happen, that's when you reap some reward for all your hard work, steadying fast through the times when there isn't much going on, there isn't much excitement, some people, but I think PSVR 2 is just going to bring it. I think it's going to be massive for everyone. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah. Todd, how about you? I mean, for somebody who has a PSVR 1 sitting in your closet right now, to the point where you wouldn't even pull that PSVR 1 out for Moss. We were given a key and access to Moss too, so you could have played it for free, and you were like, you know what? I'm not even going to pull it out of the closet. I'll wait until I can play it on my Quest.
I get that there's a lot of hype, and I appreciate the hype around PSVR, and I think it's gonna, like you say, influx a whole new energy into virtual reality.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I've got a PlayStation. I never play it. I got PSVR 1. I haven't played it in 2 years, maybe more. I don't see myself going out and buying a PlayStation 5 so I can play PSVR 2.
I've got two.
Yeah,
you got two PSVR.
But I'm not a console.
I've got two PS5s. Like, just
but I'm not a console.
Yeah,
gamer.
of course I'm fucking. This is it. This is life. Like, this is everything. This is gonna be so good. Like,
But when it comes to regular gaming, even growing up playing games before before virtual reality, I wasn't a console gamer. I'm a PC gamer.
Oh yeah, you're the
I'm the Call of Duty guy.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I'm not a. So there's I don't know. It's gonna have to blow my mind in order for me to draw in to spend the money to buy a PlayStation. When I know Cambria is coming out, which to me is more PCVR related, more work related, more up my scale, like what I look for in virtual reality. And I know, it's obviously a year or so away, but Quest 3 is coming. Is PSVR 2? Is there an itch that needs to be scratched for me or guys like me? Maybe it's my age. I don't know.
I get it. That's why on my channel I don't go Quest version 40 massive update videos, because I'm just interested in games more than anything. It's games that feel my passion. That's my energy. What about you, Mash?
Yeah, I mean, so if we all took a little pitch to talk Todd into why he should be getting a PlayStation 5 and why he should be getting a PC,
I'll give him a dead arm. Be like, fucking buy one.
Yeah, just buy one. Keep hitting him. I mean, so here's what I'll say, and then I'll let Wes take over on this because he's going to be able to articulate way better.
I think Wes's
can.
head's going to explode. that
But
said
I can
that.
just say this. I think the experience that we are going to be able to get on the PlayStation VR 2, just with exclusives that PlayStation has, is going to be somewhere you're going to want to be, Todd, because you are not going to be able to get some of these games. So it's not like you can just say, oh, well, it's okay, I'll just play it on my Quest or I'll play it on my PC. There's going to be things that you're going to want to do that you can't do unless you have a PlayStation VR 2. And there's going to be experiences, not just at your everyday. These aren't cooking games, okay? They're not going to. We're not going
I
to.
hope not.
We're not going to
gonna
see
tell me.
fucking forbidden recipes. You know, that's not going to be a launch title, okay? Fucking Yacht Club VR or freaking Marineverse is not going to be a launch title on PlayStation VR 2. So Wes, talk Todd into it because he's going to go get one. We're going to have him. We're going to have him buying a PlayStation 5 by the end of the show.
Well, you know, it's interesting because I hear you describe yourself as a PC gamer at your core, and when I first got into this space, the console gamers and the PC gamers kind of were always at odds with one another. But over the last 2 years, we've seen a shift because high-end PC VR gaming has gone away. When Oculus killed the Rift and stopped funding PC exclusives, then we stopped getting big budget PC VR exclusives, and that's not going to change other than one game from Valve every 3 or 4 years. So if you want to play high-end VR games, PlayStation's is going to be where it's at. And it's kind of funny because this kind of era of standalone, for all the good it's done for the VR marketplace, another good thing that it's done is it's kind of unified the PC guys and the console guys together, right? My enemy's enemy is my friend, and they've all kind of turned their guns on the Quest crowd. So the other thing I heard you say is that you're a Call of Duty gamer. And again, I'd like to point out that Sony isn't really trying to win over Joe and Sally Walmart, who's using their VR headset for socializing and going to work. So Sony's coming out starting this Thursday, and they're going to start a campaign to win over their traditional gamers, the Call of Duty gamers, if you will. Subsequently, I just posted an article over on our Discord, the Virtual Strangers Discord, that a fairly reliable source is saying that there's supposedly some kind of modern warfare PSVR 2 exclusive experience that's in the works. That's going to be launching along with the headset. So, you know, you say you're a PC gamer. The channel, this is Q2C VR gamer. If you're truly a VR gamer and someone who loves games, what I say to you is just wait till you see the games, because you're not going to be able to play games like this anywhere else, at least for the next several years.
Yeah, I mean, they're teasing 20 plus games at launch that came out this week. You know what I mean? And we already know some of those games. So we know like Code Sync is making a game that's going to be a PSVR 2 launch title. We already know that you know, Forbidden Call of Duty, or not Call of Duty, but I'm sorry, Horizon Call of the Mountain.
Horizon's their big Call of the Mountain.
Yeah, that's going to be a PlayStation 2 launch, PlayStation VR 2 launch. And then, so, you know, there's some big games that we already know that are coming. And we just heard that Fast Travel is working on 2 games, PlayStation VR 2, which is big too.
Yeah.
GT knows. He knows all about. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, we know that First Contact has Firewall 0 Hour, and they are working on a PSVR 2 project. I don't know what it is. If it's we don't know if it's another firewall, but they're working on something for PSVR 2. Yeah, for sure. We know that Truant Pixel Runner is going to become, which I'm super excited for Runner. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, it looks
most
awesome.
Games. Hey, you know what? The Runner reminds me of your new intro that you got for your channel, GT, which is freaking
cool.
The whole art style of it and everything.
That's a compliment, man.
Hell yeah! If you guys haven't seen GT's new opening, it's like it's like a thing of art. This thing.
It's so really weird because when I was making it, I showed it to a friend. He went, "Dude, you're going to get loads of subscribers," and I was like, "I actually did it for me."
Yeah, right.
Like, this is something I've always wanted. It's like when you buy yourself a I don't know if other people buy t-shirts because other people want to see them, but personally, sometimes I just buy stuff because I want it. And that intro, I was like, dude, I've been doing this nearly 5 years. I want something that sort of signifies like that journey for me, you know. And that was it. That was that intro made by a guy that I absolutely respect and love. Like, yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's so good. If you guys haven't seen it, go to GT's channel and check it out. It's really, really good. But yeah, so we already know there's going to be amazing games coming, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Because and I almost know this for like fact. I've talked to people. There are games that have been waiting to be launched, and PlayStation VR2 was supposed to be out already, guys. This was supposed to be here already. These developers have games that are ready to go right now, but they had to play them because they didn't launch the PSVR 2. Why? Probably because there wasn't enough PlayStation 5s out there. So when the launch comes, unless PlayStation decides to stagger these, we could have a huge number of games. We could have probably the biggest number of games we've ever seen for a launch of a new headset. And then the quality of those games is going to be super high. It's going to be like nothing we've ever seen before.
I think, yeah. Sorry, Wes.
No, go ahead.
No,
I was just gonna say, like, we had a really good launch on the original Quest because there were so many games already on PSVR and stuff. Like, and I remember the highs of the original Quest. All these fantastic games just kept coming out, and then there was a massive dry spell, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!" But
Big time.
to be fair, with PSVR, they were so. I think the Quest Store is terrible in some ways. They will launch 3 games in a week, and then you won't get any games for a month, kind of thing. But with PSVR, I thought they staggered their titles really well. They actually try not to mix up too much traffic between. And I don't agree with this because I think, like, for me personally, when I had PSVR, I never checked the normal store. I was always direct to PSVR. But they would consider a big game coming out on flat and go, oh, we better not put that VR game out then because of blah, 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 blah. Me personally, I think they're 2 different ecosystems a lot of the time. But PSVR, I remember like from like 2016 to 2018, even well into 2018, that they were really well paced out. I never really went many weeks without something to play or something I wasn't enjoying. Not like on Quest, I feel like that happens a lot more. You know, you'll be sitting there thinking, oh man, is there anything new to play? Like, what's coming out this month? What's coming out this week? And
especially recently, right? We're back in another dry spell of just cooking games and crap games.
A little bit, dude. Yeah, like so, but I know I played. Sorry,
I was gonna say, it's slow. Look around YouTube. Look around YouTube and see what we're all covering right now. We're all covering
V40 updates and mods
or older games or games we wanted to revisit and we just didn't have time to because there was so many games coming out. Nobody's really covering any new games because there's not much coming out.
Walking Dead, dude. I jumped into that yesterday with haptics. That's fucking amazing. I actually forgot how good that game was. And there was people in my chat going, "Oh, have you seen the chalk drawings in this particular area? That's from the little girl." And I was like, shit, yeah, they're everywhere. And I was like, just little details that I think playing it again, because the worst thing is, I think I played it on PC, then PSVR, then Quest, I think something like that in that order. Maybe I'm not sure of the order now. Wes, do you know the order of Saints and Sinners? Was it a simultaneous release between Quest and PSVR, or is it like stage?
It was PC.
I want to say that PSVR came out last, but I'm not sure.
I know it went PC then Quest. I'm just not sure if it was PSVR.
And not to say that
Quest.
PSVR was like visually bad or anything, but PC is the best, yeah. And then you've sort of gone down to go then, and I've played it through and completed it on all platforms. To go back to PC again, I was like, wow, this game looks fucking amazing. Like, it's a really good game. Really. And when did that come out? 2018. Like, is it 2018? I'm not sure.
No, it wasn't. It was 2019, 2020.
2019. Yeah. But we're in 2022 and it still stands as one of the best. Like,
well, it's probably still the best game on the Quest.
It's hard to be better.
Yeah, it's the best game on the Quest. It's the best game on PlayStation VR. It's, arguably the best game on PC as well. It's the class of the VR catalog 2+ years later, 2 to 3 years later. And we're about to get a sequel for it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hey, so Alan Kara says in chat, 20 games, how many use the gamepad? So Wes,
I was gonna say
here's
the comment exactly that. Yeah.
Do you think Sony puts all this money and all this dev time into making these amazing controllers and then they don't use them? You think that's even a possibility?
Well, I think the spirit of Island Kara's question is how many of them are going to use, first person hand presence, button press interactions versus how many of them are going to use. I actually said both in the same sentence there. How many of them are going to use like gamepad style controls versus VR style controls? Because they're all going to use the Sense controllers. None of them are going to use the Dual Sense. But I think that the gist of the question is how many of them are going to use sticks and buttons more than actual movements? And I think that there is going to be a significant amount of those that do. I think if we're correct, and someone's going to be bringing their big IPs into VR as hybrid games, right? That can be played flat or in VR. A number of those, how many I don't know, but a number of those are going to be third-person games that you follow the character around. And while some of those may give you a first-person mode, I don't think they all will, nor should they. I think Returnal, if they were bringing Returnal as it is in the VR, it would be impossible to play it in the first person. You wouldn't have the vision that you need, nor the movement. Could you imagine dashing all around like that?
Dude, that
first
game,
person,
yeah.
But I think it would be phenomenal in third person VR with gamepad style controls. And I think there's a good possibility that we see at least a few titles like that. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, like Elden Ring, right? Like you couldn't do Elden Ring in first person. It was
exactly.
I'm glad they put in the third person camera options because there's a few of them.
Yeah, you can do it, but it's not the way to play it. It's terrible. Yeah,
but you need sitting at a desk playing that game, right?
Yeah, no. If you're gonna, it is great in in VR, Elden Ring, but you need to play it from a third person view and maybe even back even a little higher than that from a third person. Like I took the camera, like I took the farthest away view I could, and then you can actually manually adjust the camera, and I actually brought it back farther and up a little bit away from it, and that's how I had the best experience with that one. But I think you're right, Wes. I think a lot of these games, I think you're built for ground up VR games are really going to take use of everything Sony has to offer with the hardware. So the the orbs, whatever you want to call them, the PSVR 2 controllers, the dual sense PSVR 2 controllers, the haptics in the face of the headset itself. I think they're going to take advantage of a lot of this. The hybrid games, I think you're right. I think they're going to use the controller style of controls, but on your split controller. So I don't be using a gamepad at all. I don't
absolutely not. Yeah, I honestly believe
that's good news from a guy that doesn't have a console.
When it comes to the hybrid games, when it comes to the hybrid games, dude, you won't be using this. Like it won't be like that. It'll be on those controllers, and I still believe there will be some sort of quality control by them. I don't think. Because I remember watching a podcast of someone there was saying, dude, that could be awful. Like everyone's going to be like feeling ill. It's not going to be great. I think for your game to come into the hybrid catalog and go into that like VR title section, there's still going to be some quality control there from Sony because that's what they do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're
notorious for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've put probably millions and millions of dollars into this. And they're not going to come out of the gate with janky controls and use old style controllers. I mean, I think really this. When you said next generation hardware, I think this is going to be something special. I think when you put this headset on, it is going to be something special. It's going to be something we haven't really experienced yet, and I'm looking forward to it. I really think it's going to be kind of game changing here for us. And Wes, are we going to see anything next week at all?
I think again, you got to think about this logically. What is Sony's main goal with this marketing campaign that kicks off next week? Well, is it to placate all of the people who are already VR gamers? I mean, I'm sure that's a goal, but is that the main goal? No, their main goal is to get the attention of their 100 million traditional gamers. And I think that while we're going to get a few bones thrown our way over the course of the summer in terms of, remasters and sequels and things like that from Gen 1 VR IPs, I think we're going to see some big franchises this next week. And I'm not saying that VR is going to dominate the whole state of play thing. I think we very well could see it be 10 minutes out of the 30. But I think that 10 minutes is going to be quite a ride with a lot of familiar characters and franchises that flat gamers know and love. They're going to make these people buy VR headsets. They're going to drag them in kicking and screaming because you know how they are. They don't want to buy a peripheral for $500 or $300 or whatever it ends up being. But they're going to have to after they see what Sony's working on and their partners. They're going to have to.
I'm unfortunately I can't actually cover the show. I'm not going to be here, but I think it's going to be even less than 10 minutes. I think it's going to be like 5 minutes. I think it's going to be a real flash in the pan. But what I think is exactly what you're going to say. They're going to show you your favorite IP in a new way that these guys haven't seen before. Like we've experienced VR that is all about. The best thing about PSVR 2 is competition, and the second thing is new people. There are millions of gamers out there, but there isn't actually millions of VR people and VR games and gamers and stuff. So yeah, like suddenly you're going to be like, shit, I can be Kratos in VR.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or, I don't know, like imagine even to experience The Last of Us in some way in VR. Like you just sit there and be like, shit, dude, we could just do that and people will fucking lose their shit, and they will. And Sony are the people who have got those IPs to go, yeah, we've got this. The only other people I could think of that have like bigger known characters are Nintendo. Like a character is a franchise on Nintendo, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But Sony have the game IPs. And I don't even know, honestly, I don't know what's going to happen, but I think it's going to be, I'm gutted I can't cover it, but I think it's going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be weird because next week I can't cover it either because I'll be in California covering, at AWE, and I don't know what happened. I know it's like 3 p.m. on the West Coast, so that'll be like right in the middle of the show day, for there. So it'll be weird. It'll be interesting to see what is actually. We know that it's only going to run probably 20-25 minutes. These shows normally do. So yeah, what they cover in VR will be interesting. But
this is them making sure they keep engagement. Like to me, this still isn't the big one. I don't think this is the big one at all. I think this is
this is just keeping the hype train running. I think,
it's to scratch an itch, because like they know we're banging on the door. Like you've shown us this, you've shown us that, and they've still got a long way to go. I still don't think we're going to see anything for a long time, especially the headset. Like actually to buy and stuff. I still think it's a long way off, but.
Right. I think that this is going to kick off basically a month's long campaign. I think this is going to be the first shot, and I do think that it's going to make waves, like big waves. But I don't think they're going to show all their cards next week. I think that they're gonna start the trickle throughout the summer. And last year they did a PlayStation 5 showcase in September. I think they'll do something similar this year around September, October. They'll do a PS5 showcase, and we'll learn more about the hardware and some more of the games then. But I do think this is going to be a bit more than a session in playcation for the VR audience. I think that they're looking to make a splash next week, and even if it is 5 to 10 minutes, I think that it'll end with this, montage segment with all these different games smashed up together. And we're going to be chopping that thing up and giving it the Zapruder treatment for a week after that, trying to, glean clues about the launch catalog.
Right.
Yeah, and I think it's even a possibility next week that I could. It's possible. They've already shown the headset now. We all know what it looks like. They've shown pictures of it now. But the last show was GTC. The pictures weren't out yet, and they were shown to developers at the show behind closed doors, but not to the public. But now it is out there now. So if they have a booth at Law, it's a possibility they could have the headset there. I'm not saying anybody will be able to touch it, but you might see it at least on display somewhere, maybe on glass.
It might be in the glass or something, yeah.
Have you seen the chat, dude? they're all buzzing about like Infamous in VR and stuff. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude,
it's the excitement, right? Can you imagine Infamous?
that's top of my list, Infamous. And let's be honest, they could put together a showcase of just PS3 titles that they didn't touch in the PS4 era and blow the roof off the place. Stuff like Infamous, stuff like Twisted Metal. You know, they have such a deep catalog of beloved IPs. People have been talking a lot about Killzone and Resistance. I mean, there's so many things that they could do. And I think they're going to do it.
All the games that we wanted on the original PSVR, I remember like Killzone, when the aim controller come out, I was thinking, I remember being on a podcast, probably mine, going, Killzone will happen. It's got to happen. I still think that might happen. But is Guerrilla Games even a thing now still? You know, is that all still?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Guerrilla Games is one of the top studios because Herman Holst, the CEO of PlayStation, came from Guerrilla Games. So
they're actually Horizon, aren't they? So that's good.
Yeah, that's right.
That. Yeah, cool. Whew. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I mean, there's always, we all have probably 10 games that we're like, man, I hope they do this. I hope they do this. For me, it's not a flat game I want to see. I want Farpoint 2 as a launch title. That's what it's a VR
I can
game.
see that coming.
I can see that coming. I don't know we're going to see stuff like that this week. Again, I don't think that this event is going to be tailored for specifically for the VR gamers. And we might see one or two, Gen 1 VR games get some kind of remaster or sequel treatment. But I think that this is going to be mostly big guns here. I think a lot of it's going to be obvious stuff, right? Stuff we already knew was coming, like Gran Turismo and Resident Evil Village, because we need to talk about the other half of their statement, which was third-party publishers, new reveals from third-party publishers. So with that in mind, I think a good segue for them is going to be announcing something like the Resident Evil Village DLC, and then saying, oh yeah, by the way, Resident Evil Village is going to be playable on PSVR 2. And then we get into the PSVR 2 stuff. Modern Warfare, we just talked about, another third-party title that, Modern Warfare 2 coming later this year for traditional gamers. But you can also play this in PSVR 2. So I think we're going to see a lot of that kind of midway through the show, and then it's going to transition off to, here's more of what you can expect with PSVR 2.
Yeah, I'm just excited not to have to chase fucking hardware and components. And like when I'd started doing all this coverage, dude, like it was so fucking simple. Like you just turned it on, and like the worst case scenario is somehow your game froze, therefore it killed your stream. Like that was like the biggest problem. That was it. I don't remember anything else. It's like streaming is just oh man, and capturing content. I think
it's like anything. I mean, there's still, if you're a PC VR gamer, there's still jank, especially if you're not doing, me and Wes found it. We found it last Wednesday's Virtual Strangers show. The three of us, me, Wes, and Roots, were going to do modded version of Deep Rock Galactic, and we ended up having to cancel the show because me and Wes sat there. Roots on his own were 4 hours trying to get it just to work in VR. Then me and Wes, we got it to work in VR. And then move us together 3 hours just trying to get the mod to where we could actually play the game together. Because that was the whole idea. We were going to get on and play together.
The other thing is, like, it's like I feel really bad sometimes when, like, I think I was one of the earlier channels to cover like RE8 in VR. I was very lucky to get that. But fucking getting it into a watchable state,
right,
and a playable state together is very rare. Do you know what I mean? To have something that is playable and look good, especially as a mod, is difficult. So what would happen is, yeah, sure, my video looks great, and I could say to you, like, yeah, I could tell you how it's running on my headset. It's it's not bad, it's not great. I've got some screens here, blah blah blah. And then you got people like they can't even get it working sometimes, stuff like that. And those components. Oh, this game looks great, dude. What graphics card do I need? I don't want those questions anymore. I want people to just go flop.
Push the power button.
Funny.
Oh.
Yeah,
it's funny that you say that because on our channel, Virtual Strangers, one of the videos lately that I've had the most engagement with in a long time in terms of comments is the Resident Evil 7 gameplay that I did when the mod first went live, or maybe even the week before the mod went live. But it's all like, how did you get that working on your G2? My controllers won't work. Like I can't get it to launch in the Steam VR. Like there's literally like dozens of comments on there, and it's all troubleshooting stuff. And of course, me being the guy I am, I'm trying to help these people. But yeah, I agree. I long for the days when we could just put the headset on and it just works. And that's kind of
and it works.
that's the beauty of console gaming.
Officially seeing the games you love supported properly. Like, I'm not saying mods aren't great. I think mods are fucking amazing. And the things I've experienced with these are superb. The fact that there's people out there still without RE7 mod haven't experienced that game in that way. That game in VR is sensational. How I could never go back to it flat now, ever. It is. I've been in that world. Do you know what I mean? And I've only experienced a little bit of it in PC. And I do intend to do more. But to get those games... Now I'm at Fast Travel. I've been in conversations about making games and stuff. And the one thing I've been trying to push is like, I'm not saying they don't do this, but this is like my message over there is like, we're trying to get away from booklets. Yeah, if you're playing a game, right, you should be thinking, these hands give me the ability to do things that a controller can't do, you know, in some way. So I always try and push the thing of like, well, if we're doing that, why don't we try this? Or try and make things so when you play a game, you automatically do something. I think everyone has a pre-thought of how I want to do something in VR now. Whether new players are like that, I don't know. Maybe it's because we've been here a long time. But yeah, I always think to myself, interactions in VR, that's what makes it really special, is the interactions, putting a clip in a gun, you know, just little things, grabbing your pouch, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Feeling the weight, or feeling like you think that weapon has weight. That's the stuff that makes VR magical. And that's,
Yeah, that's been my biggest complaint on a couple of games this year that I played that were flat games moved over into VR. Was like, why? I mean, you gave me no VR. You know, if you just
look like VR.
Yeah, if it's just me in the headset and I can turn my head, that's not virtual reality to me. You can put me in the
Hitchhiker was a great game.
That's what I mean. Hitchhiker, man. I hate to always beat on Hitchhiker, but here it is. I mean, if I'm sitting in a car and all I can do in VR is turn my head, and if I gotta like, you know, it's point and click, you know, I can't even pick anything up and put it in my backpack. I gotta click on it with my trigger and, you know, click on it over here or hit it. It's not even a trigger. It's just like a button press. Don't give me VR at all.
Just to think though, a lot of people still, this would be their first possible like thing of seeing VR. For example, they can see a video of yours. Go back to Google Cardboard. You didn't even have a controller. Every interaction was as long as you stared at something.
Yeah. The longer you stared at it, it would do something.
Yeah. Like, how do I get that to move?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Like, that was like how it worked. So, yeah.
But it was funny you said even streaming sometimes, if you're just streaming from the PlayStation 5, can be extremely easy, right? And it usually never, you know, it's just like you turn it on and you stream and you're good to go. How many issues do we have now when we're all trying to live stream to the point where even recording thing to the point where fucking Meta has broken the Quest 2 again, where now you're recording. Have you guys seen this? Now you're recording in the headset, trying, you know, if you're doing standalone, you're trying to record in the headset. If you turn your head, it black screens on the edges of the screen now. I don't know what they did in the last update, but you can't record without these little hitches of black screen on the edges.
Those black screens are your pass-throughs coming through. I've noticed in a couple games I've recorded that when I move my head too quick, I can see my office that I'm standing in.
I really thought it was just me until the other day. I was watching one of BMF's videos, and he's like, guys, I'm so sorry. Meta has broken it again. I thought it was me until I watched that video. I really did.
No, it's me too.
But yeah,
and then of course on the recording, it just shows up as black.
Is it just me, or didn't they tell us like 2 or 3 months ago that they were bringing us improved capture and streaming tools?
Yeah, right. Where the fuck is that?
Well, where's that at? Right.
It's coming.
I got to say that is one definite draw for me from a technical standpoint. It is a pain in the ass to stream VR on PC. Like, even if it's Quest stuff that I'm trying to stream through OBS and try to capture it on my PC to either record or stream it or multiple stream it or whatever, it is a nightmare. Every single time I go to do it, it's 45 minutes and dicking around with settings. Yeah. So if PSVR is much easier than that in itself makes me happy. So
I'm just chasing.
I never
down
streamed.
This,
I never streamed PSVR 1, so I
Ah,
never tried it.
Yeah, I'm just
What do
chasing
you
down
chase
this.
Stream-
Sorry,
What are you chasing down, DT?
this Call of Duty thing. It's so weak. Like this story of Modern Warfare 2, which is great hype. Like it's great hype, but I was just thinking back, wasn't it like we have had that on PSVR 1? Like I remember speaking.
Yeah,
to someone-
there was an experience, and this is
Yeah.
reportedly also a free experience. It's not a game. It's an add-on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to be careful with those too, though, right? Because I was talking with Todd earlier, and he's like, hey, you know what I found? I was cleaning my garage. He said I found my original box to my Acer headset, my Acer VR headset, and he goes, you know what's on the back of that showing a game you can play is Ghostbusters. You remember
Well, no,
that?
it's like the cellophane
Wow.
peel off game code thing that comes with was for the original Ghostbusters experience.
Remember that?
From
Gamescast of the game,
2017
or
or
whatever
something.
that what you want to call that thing.
Oh, that
Yeah.
beautiful experience.
That was
Yeah.
that is the Planet of the Apes experience. So yeah, I mean, I think we all have a huge excitement for PlayStation VR 2, and I know that I'm extremely excited for it. I can't wait for it to come. I'm going to get you to buy one, Todd. I guarantee it before anything goes on.
I have no
you're gonna get
doubts.
one. You're
I'm
get
gonna
one.
need one, right?
Problem is, are you going to be able to get a PlayStation 5? That's the issue.
How the hell am I gonna
That's
get
the thing,
that? I hear so many problems with getting those. It's worse
Honestly,
than
you
getting
better
go-karts,
start.
man.
You better
GT
start
said-
looking
GT has
now.
two.
The best thing
And
to do,
GTS2.
honestly, what you want to do is go onto Twitter and just follow Stock Informers.
Yeah,
And
I haven't
honestly,
account with them, man.
everyone I've pushed that way has got one within like 2 weeks every time.
Yeah,
Because if you wait for mailing lists and stuff,
that's why I
it
get
just
all my
doesn't happen.
graphics cards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, exactly.
So yeah, so like, I was after a 3070, couldn't get one anywhere, and then I went on a Stock Informer and I had one within a week again. Like
Yeah.
Twitter is the go-to place for fast news, instant news almost. So
Yeah.
Guys, we are almost an hour in. Why don't we give a game away? What do you think? We can't go. I don't like to go more than 40 minutes without giving it away. So,
Giving shit away. Come on.
and I need a
You
reason
You have
to
a
bring D
problem.
in. I need to bring it. I want to see.
God.
You did change your background.
had
Look
it.
at you.
I did. I've been busy doing nothing back here. So
she looks
There
like
it
a birthday
is.
card. It was lovely.
Well,
I'm
let's get,
inside a lava lamp.
yeah, let's get D's take on it real quick. You have a PlayStation 5D.
Indeed, I do.
Are you?
What the hell? I didn't know that.
PlayStation VR 2.
It's PSVR 2 is going to be my second VR headset. Abso-freaking-lutely. And you already know what game I want at launch.
Yeah, you want Destiny 2.
I keep hearing that come up. That Destiny. People keep bringing that up as a real possibility. As Sony did just pick up the parent company, the owner of the IP. So
Yeah.
Well,
who knows?
I will
They
be
own
taking
Bungie.
time
Bungie.
off work for
Yeah.
it. I don't care. Just play.
I
Um,
don't know. Wow.
So let's do this. Let's give away a game, guys. What do you want? What do you want to give away first? So we looked at this game. Have you guys heard this game? This Drunk or Dead game?
I was
So-
just gonna say there was like a game you put in that list. I was like, I've not even heard of that.
Yeah. So the only we were doing a show prep for for Q2C VR Gamer Live. We were doing it on Tuesday with our patrons. We allow some of our patrons to come in and do our show prep with us. And I don't know how it came up, but somebody was like, "Did you see this thing for Drunk or Dead 2 that's coming? And there's a trailer for it." And I'm like, "No." So I looked the trailer up. I saw it. I put it on the screen for us all to watch, and all of us sat there and watched it. And we all looked and we went, "Holy shit! This actually looks pretty damn good.
It looks
And
awesome.
it looks funny." And I'm like, and they're like, what? I'm like, "Was there a Drunk or Dead 1 that I missed that I don't remember?"
I've got videos coming up from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab
So I
the trailer. Hang on a second.
Yeah, so I was like, so in real time while we were sitting there in a meeting, Todd reached out to the developer and Todd's like, "Hey, you said, we want to promote your game. The game's not coming out until like 2023, like early first quarter 2023.
Oh,
the second
What's
one,
it called? Drunk or Dead?
Drunk or
Yeah,
Dead.
Drunk or Dead
2.
1's been out for years. Drunk or Dead 2 is coming out in 2023.
Oh wow, okay. And you've got keys for the first one though.
Yeah, he sent us. He sent us
48
40 keys.
I bet he did. But no one's even buying it anymore. Like, what the hell?
So we're gonna give a key away to Drunk or Dead, but I thought the trailer looked phenomenal, man, for Drunk or Dead.
Let's look at the trailer for Drunk or Dead
Yeah.
too.
What did you do with the other 39 keys?
We still got them. We'll do something with them.
I've been giving them away in Discord and
One
giving them
key,
away
yeah,
everywhere.
so you got one key.
I think Gamertag channel needs about 20 of those keys.
I'll give
Yeah.
away easy.
Oh, too funny. Yeah, let's take a look at the
Alright,
trailer because I
let's
thought
have
it
a
was
look.
fun. I thought it was fun.
Dawn. Dawn proves that you're still alive. 4i Lab presents The Zombie Virus is all around you. The only remedy is alcohol. In this war, everything serves the purpose of destruction. Equipment, weapons, and even friendship. Gather your party.
Four-player co-op.
Start a relationship. Create a unique look. Communicate with the whole world. Go on raids and trade your loot. Or just enjoy the game.
That all looked flat to me, but I'll have a
it's
key.
so in. Yeah.
Send me a key.
Down, I said, young man, pick yourself off the
It's funny.
That's just it. I mean, I'm like, wow, this looks really good, but I'm like, this is not this is not like regular gameplay here. But I just thought it was funny, man. It was, I mean, Drunk or Dead. You got to be drunk.
Yeah.
It's
I want
too
to play
funny.
this.
Yeah, hell
Right?
yeah.
Actually, I really want to play this.
We'll send you a key to
send you
the
a
first
key,
one.
yeah.
We got 40 of
Thanks,
them.
man.
I'll send you a key to the first one.
Thank
But
you.
I'll tell you
Yeah, I
what,
know.
man. We covered it last week on the show, and we ran it back to back with the Left 4 Dead 2 mod straight into that, and it didn't seem out of place, man. I think it looks pretty good. Obviously, it's an indie game. It's an indie VR zombie shooter. We've got a million of them, but more than half of them are fun, and I think that this one has the potential to be fun as well.
oh hell yeah.
Ryan
I
Brandon.
can see nothing going wrong with this one. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Hey, but 4-player co-op, man. That's just having 4-player co-op is awesome. Now the first game is only a single player, but the second
Right.
one will be 4-player co-op, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
All right, let's spin for this while you guys are get the wheel together. I'm just gonna. We never said hi to chat, so I just want to say reach out, say hi to some people that are joining us today, and I appreciate it. We've got Techno Glitches here. We got Master Cool is here. I Am Roots is here. VR Spry Guy, Ray Holder, Sim is here. Aylin Kara, Fun with Clicks, Twitcher, the single player game cat. Good to see some game cats here, Wes.
Yeah, I put it out there. Like when right before I started my my password battle with Restream. I put it out there that I was going to be over here. So
That's cool. Artful is here. I think Artful has said they just got their Pico Neo 3. So congratulations on getting your Pico Neo 3. And I think Artful said it was pretty good, right? Or something. I think they
Have
said
you guys all got one? Are you getting one? Got one or anything?
No, because we can't get them.
Can't get 'em?
You can't get them here. They only had 22,000 that they released, and I think they were just in the EU. And Todd wanted one. Todd had his credit card out there. He was ready to buy one. Todd's
I had
in
it in my
Canada.
hand. I would have bought one right away, but
He couldn't get it. Maybe soon. I think they're eventually
My
going to.
PSVR 2 will get a Pico Neo. I'm like, what?
I know, right?
That's the reverse.
Oh, too funny. But yeah, congratulations, Artful. Chi-Town D is here. D, you're here.
I know I am.
Scissor PL is here. Who else we got? So many people.
Scissor PL, that's hardcore.
Hell yeah.
Nice. I got a Pico coming on Monday.
Do you really?
oh nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, Alex
I don't know
VR
what
is
I'm gonna
here. What's
do
up,
with it.
Alex? Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna have to do something with it. You have to.
I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but
I'm
Play
curious to see
Swingle.
what I'm curious to see what the visuals are. Really. One man is here. I'm gonna go way back in chat.
boom, boom, boom. Is Benjo here? Is this from
Little
today?
Herb Gaming.
He
Benjo
was.
is here.
He was
Yeah.
here. He
What's
was
up,
earlier,
Benjo?
yeah.
Oh,
Unless he's lurking.
What's up,
So
dude?
you could like come into this chat and just type one thing and then just
He's on the wheel, man.
The script just throws you into the wheel. Yeah.
Yeah, let me say
that's
this
cool.
again for anybody who doesn't know. Too, we have a few giveaway tonight. So today, so anytime, just make a comment. We'll get you on the wheel. Any comment at all. Thomas McNustrel says grabs his pouch. I'm not sure what that means, but cool. That's all you got to comment. You can grab anything. You know who else likes to grab? You know who else likes to grab somebody's pouch?
He doesn't have it ready.
I'm busy.
What, his pouch?
He's grabbing his own
He's
pouch.
busy. Yeah, right. He's busy. Orland
Grabbing
Hooper
my
is
pouch.
here.
I'm
Delirium Drew was here. Ryan and Brandon was here.
You can just read it right off the wheel.
Delirium VR.
Spin
Yeah,
the
right.
wheel.
Exactly. Felipe Liras was here. App J was here. Man, so many cool people.
Thanks for showing up, ladies and gents. Very much
Hell yeah.
appreciated.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming out and talking a little VR today. What do you got, D?
I put the name on there, I think. Just noticed it.
This is for Drunk or Dead. This is a Steam game only, guys. Steam only. So
No way.
we had 3,200 people on our wheel.
What
Not
day
this
is it
past
today?
Thursday, but
App J!
App J.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
FG.
App G. Artful said it's not a 3,200 name wheel. Yeah, so it wasn't this past Thursday, but the Thursday before we had 3,200 entries on the wheel. That was insane. It broke the wheel
That
basically.
poor
The wheel
wheel.
wouldn't even spin.
Yeah.
It sounded
It
like
was
old
broke.
school dial-up.
It did too. It did.
How long did it take you to get a hold of that guy that actually won the quest?
It took us a little. We had to post it.
I know.
because,
No, the
once we
guy,
posted it-
the Goix Fin Lamb or whatever his name was. Yeah.
yeah.
Within a day, he contacted. Yeah.
Thank God. I hate when I have to chase.
He was in
people.
chat when he
himself.
won. So
Oh,
Oh,
I
was
didn't
he?
see
Okay.
him. He must have
Yeah,
been
I
didn't either.
on the other side.
Yeah, I didn't know either. That's good.
I'd love to win a quest like that.
he was
That'd be
super.
so-
I thought he was from Malaysia or something, just because his Facebook profile, but he actually lives in California or something.
Oh, nice. Nice.
He's a bot.
Yeah, that was
He's a bot.
during our side quest. We did a little side quest celebration, and GT, you did a nice little video for us for that.
Great guys, well done. No, great. That video
Yeah.
was really good.
Yeah, it was
Really.
it was good. It was just like so many great people that came out and supported and took some time out to make videos. It was a lot of people that wanted to also that we reached out to that just time wise it just didn't work out for them. They were trying to get stuff done and eventually we had to cut it off and we just had to say we couldn't take any more entries because we had to still do the edits on it and stuff. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was cool. And
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
threw Beer Joe's in at the last minute, like within
Yeah.
2 hours or something of me leaving the country. I had threw his together.
yeah.
It was the
Yeah,
biggest,
like
is the biggest
said- like
stress
said-
right, as I was going away, so I had to get.
Yeah,
it all
even
done
like
before my
even
trip.
Sebastian from MRTV, Sebastian Ong, he's in the video, but he didn't make it for the live one. We actually had to put him in
No.
later because he didn't
He
make
didn't
the
send
live
it to me until afterwards.
So, all right, cool, man. Wes, can you hang or do you got to go, my friend?
I can hang for a little while. Sure.
All right, let's just let's go over a couple more things, and then we want to talk a little bit about. Let's just talk really quick about Awe. GT, you going to Awe next week?
No, where is all?
Awe
Where
is
it?
in Santa Clara, California, which is right near where Meta is. Actually, I think.
Yeah, do you know
Yeah.
what, dude? If someone's going to pay for me to go there, I'll go. But I'll have to like swim and run on all fours. Otherwise, like,
Well, you were just there too. Really, you were there a couple weeks
I
ago.
know. Yeah, no,
That's not an
unfortunately
easy.
not. But I,
That is not an easy travel for you either, right?
that was awful. Took
Yeah.
me a week to get over it. It was fucking awful. But yeah, I look forward to your guys' coverage for sure. I take it you're all going to be doing what you can.
I will definitely be there. I know
Eric
Todd
will be
can
there for
make it.
sure. Yeah, I can't make this trip, but
Are you like? Have you messaged loads of other creators so you can all meet up and stuff?
mhm.
Yeah, we're getting together. There's going to be a lot of people out there, a lot more than there has been for the last few shows. So yeah, we'll all get together.
We had VR with Jasmine on the show on Thursday night, and she actually lives in Santa Clara, California. So she is kind of super excited to have all these content creators come to her hometown so she can show them around. And yeah,
for
she's,
I met
she's
her.
jonesing.
Yeah, I met her.
And she
in
was at the Meta
California.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool. Yeah, she was on the show on Thursday, and it was a really good show too.
Nice.
But yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be good out there. There's a lot of. It's an all VR show, which we don't have too many of those, and this is probably the biggest one there is. It's all VR, AR, and XR, which GDC is great. CES is great, but it's a small percentage of our area, right? In those kind of shows, where this is all going to be just virtual reality, augmented reality, and there's some big stuff going to be there. I know Vario is going to be there, and
Link's gonna be there.
yeah, Links Lenovo is going to be there showing off some stuff. Qualcomm's going to be there showing off some stuff. So
Till 5, our friends over there, Jerry Ellis and the crew, they're gonna be there. Jerry Ellsworth. That's gonna be cool.
yeah, B Haptics is going to be there. Yatu will be
Yeah.
there. Yeah, there's going to be some cool stuff. There's definitely going to be a lot of stuff, and they do a lot of talks too. So there's a lot of virtual reality people doing panels and talks, and it'll just be a cool thing. And we'll definitely have some coverage for you guys next week. And yeah, we don't know yet what we're going to do for shows, our regular show next week, guys, for our Thursday show. I'll let you guys know. We're kind of up in the air on that, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, let's talk a little bit about Zenith. Zenith just had is going to have an update, or just had an update, right, Todd?
Yep.
Have you guys? I know Wes. We had our excitement for Zenith way pretty fast. GT, did you get into Zenith at all?
Yeah, I'm one of their ambassadors actually.
Yeah.
I used to do all that Twitch and streaming for them, the integration and stuff. I did get a invite to do like a stress test, so it's out now. Like it's done.
No, I don't think it's not released yet. No.
I don't know what I can talk about. That's all. So
yeah, it's coming soon, I think. But they did have a stress test here. Yeah, a few of the content creators. I think a lot of people anybody that was doing any kind of testing for them got an update to come on stress test this. This you had to go to like a certain spot. There was only 2 servers available that you could do it on. They basically wanted to get a ton of people into 2 servers and see how it worked. But Wes, excited for the Zenith update? Will that get you back into Zenith for the update?
I'll certainly check it out. It's been long enough now. It's we hit that one pretty hard for the first 3 or 4 weeks that it was on the store, and then I put it down. I haven't been in Zenith in a long time, and yeah, man, they're addressing specifically a lot of the issues that I had with the game, and obviously they're still going to have a way to go, but this is a huge step in the right direction for them. And I think that when developers listen to the community, like they apparently are, I think that they deserve our attention. And I'll certainly go in there and check it out. Give it a few nights of my time just to see what they have to offer.
Yeah, and that was the biggest issue with Zenith was people hit their level cap at 40, and there's just nothing more to do at that point. I remember, months ago, a couple months ago at least, Alex and Skiba were either on our show or we were talking to them, and they were like, "Yeah, we hit 40, and we just haven't been back in since." And that's an issue. And if you can quickly hit 40, when a game is good, you want to play it, number one. So you do spend time in it immediately. So you put your time into it. But when you can get level 40 and you're done with it in a week, a game like that, it's just.
I think there was so much. I got to get to 40. I want to be the first one to 40. I need to be the first content creator to 40. I need to be, you know what I mean? Like the hype train to get to the end of that game was what I think ruined it almost for that argument. There's so much more in that game that you don't need to focus on your level. You'll get your levels. There's so much to do.
You're right, though. You are absolutely right. There was,
and everyone was just whipping through the areas to try and get things done. And
one of the ambassadors shocked the developer. We'd only just started again, because they used to reset everyone's levels, didn't they? And he got up to level 30 or something in hours, in within a day or something like that. And they were like, "How can you do that?" And he was like, "Yeah, you just do this exploit and you just do that over and over."
Yeah, there's a lot of
he was all hyped and excited about it, but you could see the developer thinking,
"Oh shit!"
Yeah, shit.
Yeah. I mean,
I was a backer. Yeah. Doesn't using exploits like that in a game like this wouldn't that ruin it? For me, that would completely defeat the purpose of even playing the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think these guys do it on purpose so they can, they're content creators, so they want to do that stuff on purpose. Plus, a lot of the time they're stress testing the game to see what they can, that's what you do these things for. You know, that's what these guys do for
It's
it.
in
is
every game, right?
Find these holes
Yeah.
so they can fix them.
There was a lot of there was so much hype about Zenith. Like,
Yeah.
right, how are you guys saying? How did I? Someone's saying I'm saying Zenith. How are you saying Zenith?
I say the way you do Zenith. I heard people say Zenith, but I'm more Zenith.
Yes, and
more
Zenith was how I used to say it, and then someone said to me I'm saying it wrong. I thought it was Zenith. So I
It's
need
Zenith.
to know. Someone in the chat said, Twitcher said he wants to hear me say it again. I thought it was Zenith. I don't know how I just said it a minute ago. I'm all like,
I'm not sure.
Zenith?
I've always called it Zenith ever since
like the TV.
The TV, right? Exactly.
Looks like Alex VR says this Ramen CEO. We did meet when we were out at GDC, myself and Alex and Skiva. We actually went to the Zenith party and we met Andy, the CEO of Ramen, and he did say,
And he does call it Zenith. Yeah.
Zenith, yeah.
So
he knows because he created.
I would think he knows. Yeah.
But it says Zenith, you know, it says Zenith, but
yeah, exactly. But I wanted to say, you know, Roots called this. If you guys remember, Roots called this early on. He was excited for Zenith too, but then he had some he was very skeptical as soon as he saw what was going on. Because Roots is a big World of Warcraft player, and he said right away, if there's no end game content, if there's no end game here, so when you hit your cap, people are going to lose interest in the game, and you're going to lose everybody. And exactly what happened. I mean, when was the last time you saw anybody talking about Zenith other than this update?
Yeah, I haven't seen any content creators hit on it in a long time, right?
It's not just that they gave us all Twitch drops, and the reason they work so well is because they were giving people exclusive content. So like, I've got like 4,000 followers on Twitch, and I would say 300, maybe 400 followers came because of Zenith. Zenith. Because basically it's one of those things where like the longer you watched, the more stuff you got. So they got access to the beta, they got like outfits, whatever it was. It was a really well done plan, you know, to advertise the game. And there was a point where like I was trying to kill my stream, and people were like, "Please, I'm minutes away from." That's
stop playing.
Imagine that analytically, like, and you're a streamer. People are begging you to stay for longer. Like analytically, that looks great. Every single one of them would have watched me for 2 hours solid to get something, you know. Like,
more developers should do this with Twitch drops. Twitch drops are extremely, especially for flat games, they're extremely popular. I mean, you can see numbers triple for creators, you know, when they do this, and that's one of the reasons we're trying to build our Twitch for no other reason than we want to be able to participate in Twitch drops, which I think you're going to see more developers do in the future. Our community to be able to benefit from those as well.
Rogue Ascent have done one, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've invited me to do it tomorrow, but it's like my wife's told me no. It's extremely late here to do it, but their Twitch integration is pretty incredible. I wish I had the list of it here, but when they showed me it, I was like, damn, that is amazing. Like what they're doing, like really clever. They've even integrated Twitch chat into the game, so you haven't got to find your own source. Like you can, it's just there.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, Z-Storm was doing it the other day, and I mean,
you can throw things at him and stuff, and make things spawn in front of him and stuff.
That's
like that,
it.
Too. Yeah.
Normally, that's down to the streamer to settle that up. They've got it, so all you do is go, allow the game to do it, and then you just crack on. Like that.
That's cool.
It's very cool. It's something I've not seen before. So
I'm just super glad they're still working on it.
Can you do that on a PlayStation 5?
Maybe. No. But I'm just glad that they're still working on it. Like I said, we did get a chance to meet them, Brahma VR out there. They're extremely happy with this game. They want to work on it. They will work on it. I think we will see more. Hopefully, people will get more reinvigorated for it. And we still have Elysium coming soon too. So we'll see how that impacts it as well. But I did want to mention something. So Technoglitch just said Outlier in chat, and I had a little blow up. On Joy Away Thursday, but I did want to say something, okay? Because I did see that. Now I don't know how true this is. One of my moderators from our Facebook group said that he had purchased Outlier and he had gone to them and they gave him Against and Stride for free.
Fucking
because
right.
he had bought Outlier. So I had a major problem with with. I still have a major problem with Joy and what they did, but if that's the case and they are doing that, I'm going to give them a little bit of a pass. What do you think, Wes? And then we'll get GT's take on this as well.
Well, they did they did instruct, to their credit, they instructed people to seek refunds even outside the refund window
Steam.
with Steam.
Yeah, from Steam.
Yeah.
Though.
From
That was a big
Steam,
cop.
though,
That was a
yeah.
bullshit cop out. You know, don't make me go to Steam. They were like, yeah, you can go chase Steam down for your refund. I don't like that.
I thought that was pretty cool. But I mean, it's not like it's a difficult process. You literally click a couple
Click on
things
it.
and put it in.
It's
Yeah.
easy. Yeah, it's really easy.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think it was just a normal refund like you would normally do with it outside the window. You had to contact somebody at Steam and let them know the situation. They weren't just going to give you your money back like a normal refund if
No,
you were
I
outside
think-
of the 2-hour window.
As far as
Or
I
the
know,
2-week
yeah,
window.
because it goes outside the 2-hour window, it's a developer's call. So I think
Right.
they would have known that every single
Every
person
single
asking,
stride refund would
there
have
was a
been
reason
Yeah.
that.
approved.
But what that showed to me is that game was not finished. Like, go on. It's not me. It's not me. It's not me. Go.
All right, Wes, go ahead. What do you think? I mean, what?
What's up? Get out of the way.
I think
Yeah.
my big takeaway with Outlier and how it happened is I think it's a tragedy, a tragedy, because I still think it's their best work. Against is very good. Stride is a polished up tech demo. Outlier's great, and if I had bought it, if I had paid for it, I wouldn't refund it. I mean, obviously, there's still a lot that needs to be done with it, but it's fun right now. It's fun right now, and I will play it some more. So yeah, I wish they would have just kind of backburnered it for a little while. I think if their market isn't big enough on Steam, that this is something that's prime to take the PlayStation VR 2 next year. And maybe they'll resurrect it and try that. But that's my big takeaway. I'm not mad at them. Obviously, they're not happy about having to cancel it. I think it's a big misstep on their part, and I'm upset because I really liked Outlier.
GT?
I thought Outlier was overhyped. When I played it, I thought it was okay, but that was probably due to my play style. Was a bit different to other people. I wasn't really down for like throwing myself all around using the push thing. I was all about throwing objects at things and shooting things and staying pretty much on the ground a lot of the time. Apparently that's what I did. That's what someone said in my video. They were like, "You didn't really do it properly," and I was like, "I played it how I wanted to play it. I done the tutorial. I fell through the floor. I messaged them. I was like, this is not ready. Like, you cannot sell this game at the moment." And they're like, "People enjoy it." I was like, "Okay." So I made a video saying, it's all right. But what I don't get is, I got a little bit of stick for saying I didn't particularly like it and I didn't think it was ready. But then suddenly, because they've stopped support for it, everyone's like, "Well, I want a refund." I'm like, I thought you was happy with it. Like, if you're happy with the game, like exactly what Wes just said. Exactly what Wes just said is the person I thought who was commenting to me, "Why have you got a problem with this game?" He's the person who's like, "I really like it. Like, I'm still want to play it. What's missing? If it was that good, why the fact
Why
that
do you
they're
need
not
your money
gonna
back?
Yeah.
they're not going to add anything to it. Why are you that bothered about it? And as for Stride, about a year ago, we did a beta, me and Soulfox, with our communities for multiplayer. It's basically frantic tag, right? It is, and it's brilliant. Like, and that update, I think, is coming at some point. So
Soon. No, they announced it. I think they announced it yesterday that it was coming. Did they not?
Do you know, I have to be so careful. Like,
It's
I was going
Gorilla-
through all my
it's Gorilla
emails this
Tag.
morning.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's allowed to talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we've been
Same.
I've been testing it too.
Eric and I have
it's
been
Gorilla Tag.
testing it, and
it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really good.
Okay. It's okay.
I love
It's
it.
not my
I
kind of game.
it's not my kind of game.
To me, Outlier was way more my type of game. I absolutely love Outlier, and it's great. And the reason that I'm upset with Joyway is because they need to finish that game. To me, that's a game that deserves to be finished. They told everybody they were going to finish it. When you put a game out in early access and you're asking people to pay full price for it, I want the story. I want what you promised me. You know what I mean? So when we do these, when we buy these early access things, we buy them on the fact that we trust the company to follow through and do what they said they're going to do. Do I like the game the way it is? I do like the game the way it is, but it's not finished. There is jank there. but they said they were going to work on it. We understood it was early access and they're going to finish it. I went out there and did a video and I told everybody, this game is good. You should still go out and buy it because Joyway will work on it. So I felt like an asshole. I felt like I did something wrong because I told everybody that it was good enough to go out and buy. But when the company doesn't finish a game and they don't come through with what they said, that bothers me. Okay. And then they made it seem like it was their fault that they didn't do this. They can, in their statement, they were like, we over anticipated the amount, the interest in this game, or however they worded it. It just came off to me like it was our fault.
Not enough people bought it. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they said. Yeah.
Yeah. But
there wasn't much content, was there? I mean, it was good mechanics, but it wasn't it. What was the content of that game?
There wasn't. The story was not there. That was what they were supposed to be working on. The whole story part of it was they were going to have a whole big thing surrounding this. This whole.
I honestly believe their whole markup and market of making money is early access. If early access wasn't a thing, how much money would they have made now?
Yeah. But I think the days of early access are over. And that's why this game didn't work. Because, again, this game would have been fine 4 years ago. Why? Because there's no content out there. People were fine with early access, and they'll sit on it and they'll like it, and because there wasn't anything else good to play. But if you launch a game now, if you launch a game in Steam now, and it's an unfinished game that's not great to play, and there's jank in it, and you're like, yeah, we're going to work on it, but we got to pay full price now. Do you think that game will survive now? In today's age, where you can go play a million other games that are finished, that are probably cheaper?
Or even other early access games that are really good. I mean, some of the best releases last year were and are early access. Games like Legendary Tales, games
Zenith.
like Everslot, Zenith.
I backed that in 2019.
Everslot all day long.
Yeah,
Everslot, Beanstalker.
Yeah, great game.
Yeah, so many great early access titles. You're right. The devs kind of have to bring it now. You can't release a half-baked game even in the early access anymore and expect to make money.
Yeah, I think you can release it half-baked if you want half the money.
Right, there you go.
Right,
that was my argument last night.
That's not what happens most of the time.
No, it's if you're charging full price for a game, and you're only releasing a quarter or half of what the game eventually is going to be, I think that whole model is gone, and Joyway should have seen that and not blame us for not buying the game. I mean, that's you know what I mean. And then I don't know, it just came off wrong to me. I like Joyway. I just want to put it out there. I think they're a good company, make good games. We're going to see a lot more from Joyway. I just think they didn't do the right thing. I'm so glad if this is true and they are going out and they are going to offer you Against, and they're going to offer you Stride because for as a refund kind of for this game. I think it's amazing. I think that's great. And if that's what they're doing, they should have done that from the beginning, and there would have been a lot less people killing it. So
I think someone needs to give Todd an adrenaline shot.
Right. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, you're not moving though.
I see my screens. I'll be right back.
You look like you're pondering your next move in Vimeo.
He's gone.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
He's high diddly hoed out of here. Yeah.
Hey, you know what's going to happen with Joyway for real? They're going to come out and announce their next game next week. They're going to give it to content creators the week after, and then next month it'll hit early access.
It's how they do these things, man. They announced Outlier when Against wasn't even out yet, and they had announced Outlier. You know what I mean? They were like, Against is good.
Against, to me, still stands as their flagship at the moment. Like,
it's very good.
It's very.
I haven't even tried it since they just did an update to it last week.
Yeah,
and
I
haven't tried that yet.
It's so bloody good.
Yeah, and
I'm waiting
why isn't that on Quest 2 yet? Like you're still working on this Stride multiplayer, and you still don't have Against on the Quest 2 yet. It's crazy to me.
It's a real shame that because you can release like one good game and keep the hearts and minds of the community, but what they've done is gone, we want to make this, want to make that. Basically, what they've tried to do is tick loads of boxes for all different people. And there's just not, like you said, there's just not enough of them. They obviously can't keep up with this demand they've made for themselves.
Rift Traveler says, I don't trust Joyway, textbook drive-by developers. And that's a problem because to me, Joyway has had a great reputation. But if people are starting to feel this way, that's bad for them.
I don't know,
Because
Against is a real.
It's good.
That's
It's
to
good.
me,
That's
that
a AAA title.
shines.
That's a good game.
Yeah, so to me, like Against is one of the games where to be honest, there's a genre. Music games in VR were brilliant, and now I am pretty much bored of them in some way. When I get a code or an email, we got a music game, I'm like, delete. I just honestly, I'm not really interested in dancing around, flipping around, doing music stuff.
But we want to see that.
But again,
Yeah, right.
Against for me, I was like, this is how I wanted it to be. Do you know what I mean? Knuckle dustering people, running up walls, flipping over items,
Boss fights,
punching the fucking ground, mate. Like I know you didn't have to, but I love doing it. Like it just
hell yeah.
Man, I felt like a superhero in that game, and the music is that's the other problem. Obviously, music's so subjective. Some people are like, I fucking hate this. You know, I like Metallica. I'm like, all right, unfortunately, yeah, you know. Great. I think Against is proof that they can, and I think will eventually do fantastic things. They either need to invest in themselves a lot more and have faith in the fact that they've got skills and to grow that team, or just focus on one thing at a time. Really.
Yeah, that's the big thing, I think.
Because Outlier is Outlier almost added more concrete to the fact that everyone thinks they're sort of bullshitters. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a bad move. To me, they should have just kept it, tested it, and don't put it out in early access and wait and just see, and just keep working on it behind the scenes. I was testing out. Me and Wes were testing Outlier for months before, and when they launched it, I had messaged Wes. I'm like, holy shit, they're launching this. I just tested it this past weekend, and it's coming out next week. And I was like, holy crap. But I thought there was enough game there that I had fun with it still. I liked the base game. Just wanted more. And, you want the whole thing. And it's just unfortunate. I wish at that point they would not have launched it. Just keep.
So you guys were playing it, testing it, and you're thinking
right up until launch.
Like, this game's got months of development. What did you think? What was your thoughts on that at that point? Because I've been there so many times. I want to see what you say.
It was broken. There was game-breaking jank in the early access version of it. But I did not encounter that after it hit the Steam store. Like, it went away. So
yeah, most of it was gone. It's just that we still had thought they were going to flesh the story out at that point. You know what I mean? Like, there's not. I mean, they have there's this end guy. Whenever you die, there's an end guy that comes out and starts talking shit to you. Well, the whole idea was there was supposed to be a build up to that, and you were supposed to have a preamble, and it was supposed to be a story of where the fuck you were and what you were doing, because you don't have any
why
idea
you were there,
why you on this planet.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. Exactly that. That's it. I only played it the first time to make a video, and it just felt like a very good looking tech demo.
That's what it ended up being.
You know, that's kind of how it felt to me. And yet I had people going, Outlier's like one of the best games I've played this year. And I'm like, is it? Like, it's all right. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. I love the idea of it. But it definitely wasn't fleshed out at all properly. It just felt like a tech demo to me.
Yeah. That's what I think we were banking on. We were banking on what Joyway had done in the past, and we thought that what was there was really promising. And
I don't know who on these teams goes, do you know what we're going to do? You know, that game we're quietly working on, right? The people telling us he's not ready. We should fucking put it out there, right? And everyone's like, listen to that guy. Like,
that guy's a genius.
Early access, $25. Let's go. Boom, make it happen. Mark or Ben. Yeah, we'll do that. Fucking.
Oh, yeah. We love that guy, Ben. What a dick.
He's so annoyed. It's frustrating as hell. Stuff like that.
I agree. But we'll see. Like I said, Joy will have something out next week. I'm sure we'll have something on it. Let's I just want to mention Green Hell's coming out on PCVR, June 9th. Green Hell PCVR. Interesting.
Next week.
When's it coming out?
June 9th.
Okay. And it's coming out with some updates that aren't available on the Quest version. And I don't know if they're going to be on the Rift version, like on Oculus's PCVR version, but
they will be on Steam.
They are on the Steam version. Yeah,
for sure.
Base building is one of the big updates that's coming. So
Yeah, that'll be cool. You're gonna be able to build your own base or your camper, which will be cool.
Yeah,
Build it up.
walls and like a house and crap like that. So I'm a
Actually,
big
cool.
survival game fan, so I'm looking forward to it. I like that.
I am
Getting lost in
not
those
a big
games.
survival game fan, but I am a fan of Green Hill VR. I really enjoyed that one. I'm turning around. I didn't enjoy the forest all that much outside of the multiplayer open world aspect. I like Song in the Smoke and I like Green Hell. So maybe I do like survival games. I just don't
I was
know.
gonna say, wait a minute, hold on.
You just named the 3 top survival games. Yeah.
I wasn't a fan
I
of the
don't like-
forest either, though. I for some reason there was something about the forest that just didn't. It grabbed a lot of people. To me, I was like, I went in there and
The
I'm like,
Steam
okay.
version was so janky for me, man. Every time I go in there, I've tried 4 or 5 times. I'm 25 feet tall. I can't pick up anything. I don't understand why it's so screwed up every time I go in there. Where I
Yeah.
don't have that with any other PCVR title. Like if I play Song in the Smoke on PC, it doesn't do that. Or of course, Green Hell doesn't do that either.
Yeah.
Well,
I was
I'm
not
not
a
a big
fan.
fan of grounding. Obviously, I don't like spending hours picking up sticks. What I liked about Green Hell was that it had a story. It's a story to pull me through. I love a story based adventure, and this game provides that. And beyond that, it uses Gen 2 VR physics. Things have weight. Your hands don't go through things. And beyond all that, it looks really good on even the Quest 2. So I stopped playing it on Quest 2 because I know it's coming on PC, and I want to play that version of it, and I absolutely will be playing it when it launches on the 9th.
Yeah, I played the Steam demo during Next Fest this past few months ago, and it was really good. It looked really, really good. Yeah, looking forward to it. Todd, do you have the trailer for LONN or no?
I don't know if
Oh,
I
you did.
found it. Let me look.
Let's. I just want to say real quick. Again, guys, huge SideQuest giveaway going on right now. Have you hear this? SideQuest is giving away 33 Quest 2s. 33 Quest 2s to celebrate their third birthday. So head over to SideQuest, guys, and check it out. They're doing giveaways every week. They've got a ton of stuff going on, and Orla and Shane are awesome people. So is Tatiana Disco VR. She's working her butt off over there for SideQuest, and they have a lot of stuff going on. It's good to see SideQuest kind of morphing into something more than what they even were originally, which was great, as it was. But go check them out for sure.
I think they gave away 4 headsets yesterday in their
That's
draws were yesterday.
insane, dude. They had over $25,000 worth of stuff they were giving away for this birthday thing.
How are they making money though? It must be ads or something. Did developers pay to be on their store? Like,
They do.
everywhere?
They do. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Does anyone know how much?
It's a click per you pay for impressions,
Right.
kind of like Amazon advertising, same sort of thing, Facebook advertising. They all
Yeah,
follow
so
the
that
same.
way you only pay if the platform performs anyway.
Correct.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're not prepaying, right? If they do their job right, then you pay. Okay, cool.
They do have a lot of traffic to their site, though. I mean, what did they say? They have 2.2 million people traveling to their site per month.
Yeah,
something
That
like
surprises me.
That's a
It
fantastic
does me as
number.
well.
It
But wait,
surprises me not.
Games, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not because the content isn't great. Obviously, some of the best games of all time in VR are available on SideQuest. It's just the whole entry, the barrier for entry to side loading, having to do a dev account, and which I guess you don't have to actually sidejack anymore like you
No.
used to.
Much easier.
But I really thought App Lab was going to really steal their thunder.
Same.
But Facebook has really bungled App Lab, and SideQuest thrives. So kudos to them.
How fucking stupid is it though to hide games from people unless they spell it and put the space bar exactly in the right point,
Man.
and then you got to scroll to the bottom. You automatically put, even if you get that right, there's a chance
Still
that other
hiding in a
games
folder.
that have nothing like or sound like it will be put above it, and you scroll to the bottom. Right, yeah, now I want to view that app, and then you got the people who are worried because doesn't it say something like you go to install it? That doesn't it sort of warn you
Oh yeah, there's a
Yes,
warning
yeah.
that as soon as you hit that says, it says there's an app that says it's there. As soon as you hit it, there's a warning that comes up that says this is not an approved game by Oculus.
Yeah, like that's no good to some people because there's people out there who don't talk to any of us or know anyone in the community or do anything like that. Even probably go to YouTube. They'll probably be like, "Well, better not do that." Like that's it. That's where it stops. So.
Yeah, it's they're so weird, and I swear they do it on purpose because I know because I rail on them all the time that you have to type it in perfectly. But then I know some people are like, oh, I typed it in like halfway and it went, and then I'm like, no, it doesn't work, and they went to do it again like a couple days later and it doesn't work. So it's like sometimes it works, and then they say, oh shit, that worked, we can't have that, and they freaking break it again. You can't do it that way. I swear they do it on purpose.
SideQuest did a good thing, and they registered the domain applab.games. And you go to that website and it takes you to all the App Lab games, and you don't have to worry about going to the Oculus store, and you can do any kind of search you want, or it's just a different location. Not all games have to be on the Oculus store. That's ridiculous. That's
Think
like
about
saying
this.
the only way I can buy a PC game is to buy it on Steam. That's just stupid.
Think about this. If you are an App Lab game and you want to advertise your game, the only way you can advertise your game is to go to SideQuest and advertise your game.
Yeah.
Otherwise, nobody will find you. So.
Yeah, unless you guys content creators, and obviously up to a certain point, those guys are like, I'm not doing this for nothing, and they're like, well, I'm got any budget anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the end of that conversation.
Yeah, if you're on App Lab, you don't have a budget to do that.
Yeah.
But guys, LONN, do you guys know LONN? You know the game LONN?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about this. Todd, are you ready, my friend?
I'm ready.
All right, let's take it.
Lore was broken into last night. I need you to find
That
out what happened.
lo-fi vibes.
Yeah.
Luna. Just seen things you wouldn't believe. Organization called Wuxin. They tried to kill me.
He's taking over the city, wanting to control society through a form of mind uploading.
I keep dozing off in the hive car and having these weird dreams. Like someone's in my head. Innocent people are being brainwashed. He has the ability to manipulate the mind.
We need to put an end to this.
Lucky. I need a weapon.
Hell yeah.
Wuxin have this place surrounded.
We need to stop this Wuxin group and protect the city.
Boneworks vibes.
Oh no. They found me.
Let me apprehend the situation.
Luna, where are you?
Wake up.
Love it.
Love it.
Holy
Yep.
shit, dude.
That had me
Love it.
speechless.
Oh, that's
Music
so
couple.
No.
Music couple.
That looks
Dog attack.
incredible, man.
It really does, man.
Yeah.
That one's got me super hyped for that one. I love
That developer is
atmosphere.
so talented.
I was just going through my DMs because he sent me like his trailer, which led me to do like a live stream of new trailers. So I thought, fucking hell, I don't ever really do these like 25 games coming out and stuff. I don't do them. They do really well, but I never do them. And 25th of March 2020 was when he followed me, and I messaged
Wow.
him. Yeah, like that's how long. It's been 2 years to get to that trailer.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
You know that
Which is nice because you could have
yeah.
done early access and charged you $50.
Exactly. Yeah.
Shitty game for a while.
Yeah, and that's what got me back into thinking about it. Is I got an email and he said, here's the trailer, and that's what I was like, holy crap, I want to talk about this because I'm really excited about it, man. And that's what I want lo-fi to be. I hope lo-fi is something like that. You know what I mean? Lo-fi looks like lo-fi, but I don't know if
Lo-fi's gonna
lo-fi will
be
have the
nothing
game,
like
man.
this.
But
Yeah, lo-fi's going to be nothing like this.
Yeah, nobody's
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
don't
have the
think
game behind it, right? Lo-fi is gonna be beautiful, but like, what am I gonna do?
Like
besides just
lo-fi,
walk around?
lo-fi is meant to be you're a policeman in the future, and you can basically be a good cop or bad cop. That is
Right.
the premise of the game. It's got it just needs to be stitched together. You know, I think Wes, have you actually played Lo-Fi yet? Are you the guy who's
I
like,
played.
held up?
I played the alpha. I played it before it went into Kickstarter, so it was just a
Right, wow.
shell at that time. And I have intentionally. I could do it right now if I wanted to. I've intentionally not played it because I don't want to go in there until it's done. I don't want to ruin the experience for myself. I want to see it when it's ready, and I won't be checking it out until it hits the Steam store to the general public.
There's a lot of work needs to be done on it. But it is so cool. Like I watched first time I watched Blade Runner 2049. I've never seen it before till I was on a plane from Sweden. Was it Sweden or California? It might have been California actually, because it's a long film.
Yeah.
And you know the bit when he goes to like the Red Desert area or something? That's in Lo-Fi. You can now leave.
Technolust.
Yeah, you can leave the city in Lo-Fi and go into like this red, deserted, abandoned city. It's fucking there's so much amazing moments to be had in there, but there is technically not a game still. There's still not a game.
Yeah, that's the issue.
It's not going to be. Yeah, there's not going to be a game in that sense. He's basically trying to build a rich world for you to hang out in, and then give you a little bit of stuff to do. Some kind of, a little bit of backstory, a side quest here or there, something to give you an excuse to burn time in it and take in the vibe. For him, it's all about the vibe, nailing the vibe, and I think he'll do that.
Oh, he's done that as well for me.
Yeah.
Personally. Yeah.
I think I'm looking more forward to LONN than I am this one.
Well, LONN definitely has a story to it, right? Well, at least.
Yeah, LONN's going to be an action game. It's very clear.
Very different.
Yeah. But I just want to show it and say thank you to the developer for sending me that, and we'll definitely cover it when you're ready for sure. It looks really good and amazing. So, all right, guys, what do you say we? Todd, is there anything else we got to cover, buddy, or can we just do these giveaways?
I just wanted to touch on the new Fanatical Bundle that's out right now because it is
a really good
with
bundle,
some
dude.
pretty
You guys
good
seen this
games
bundle?
right now.
Fanatical has been doing this, and they've been doing this for a little bit now with these bundles. I think they're pretty good. What's in that bundle?
Where's this and what's this?
I dropped a link in chat.
Yeah, so Fanatical.
I'll put it in private chat as well. There you go.
Yeah, I actually checked Fanatical within a week ago, and they didn't have any good VR bundles up. So
so here we go.
Of Elite VR.
Yeah.
Wow, fucking hell.
So let's take a look at this. So you can get 10 titles, 10 games for $13.99, and you have to choose. You can choose from Walking Dead Onslaught, the original Ultra Wings.
Is this real?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is this
everybody's all the time.
No, people have bought them. I know.
It's actually free. You got Telefrag on there. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I know, right?
But
you got some good. You got some good ones here though. Touring Carts, Gadgeteer is a good game. Torn, Abode 1 and Abode 2, Star Shelter, Detached, Operation Warcade's a fantastic game. That's worth
Battlewake
$3.99 on its own. Paper Beat.
I'm making my list right now.
Sprint Battlewake.
Dick Wild 2. Come on.
Yeah, Dick Wild and Dick Wild 2. Journey to Elysium or Journey for Elysium. I've never played. Any of you guys ever played that?
I finished it. Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah, I thought it was very good. It's very story driven. It's not like a barn burner. It's a slow puzzle adventure, kind of built around this, built on mythology, black and white monochrome art going on, but it looks good. It plays good. It's fun. It's just short, a couple hours, and you're done with that one.
Yeah. How did I just miss this? This is on here. Kitty Apocalypse.
Guys,
who doesn't want to play Kitty Apocalypse?
That's crazy. I've just done The Walking Dead Onslaught, Raw Data, Battlewake, Torn, Sprint Vector, Detached, Dig Wild 2, Touring Carts, House Flipper, Paper Beast, Operation Warcade, Gadgeteer, and Ultra Wings, and it comes in at £18 with a saving of 233.
Like ridiculous, right?
They're all Steam keys. You get them right away.
Incredible. That's incredible. That is
Yeah.
incredible. Like Torn is fantastic. Raw Data was and probably is still good fun. Detached is brilliant. No one talks about it because it's so old, but that was brilliant. Sprint Vector was brilliant.
Paper Beast is really good too. It's
Paper
a cool
Beast.
experience.
Paper Beast. Yeah, Paper Beast might be the best game on this list. I mean, it's really good.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's such an experience. Like a whole world of
That's
these.
amazing.
Paradise DK's in
Mache
chat,
animals.
and he just mentioned that with the release of Top Gun coming out next week, Microsoft Flight Simulator has a free download content of the Top Gun
It's true.
content, all
Yeah.
the Top Gun
Can you
fighters.
shoot
and stuff
people
you can
down?
fly around. I don't know.
I-
if you should
I
do
don't
that.
know.
I don't-
I did see it, but
don't
I
think
saw
so.
it quickly, but I didn't cover. We didn't cover it. Because they said there was an experience, but I didn't know what it was. So if anybody has tried it out there, let me know. I don't know.
Well, PD has. And
PD
I
has
sort
for
of-
sure.
I sort of watched some of it, and it looked fucking boring. Like you don't do anything. Top Gun's all about combat. Like
Yeah.
you can sit in a plane and fly around. Yeah, it's just to me it was more like
It's flight sim, right? This is not a combat sim, so it is just flying around in the Top Gun. plane.
yeah. I there's no way I'm downloading 130 gig of a game to sit in another plane and do nothing or
To
whatever.
sit in the
Like,
cockpit and land on an aircraft
Came-
carrier.
yeah.
Come
That
on.
came to me as the biggest news fest. People absolutely love this game, and I'm like, guys, I have no interest in this whatsoever.
Yeah, I want to be excited about it. Like, I remember fantasizing about it. I was like, wow.
I want
and
to
then
try
got
it because it looks so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Now
what
that
I want to look. I want to try it out for sure because it looks
It looks
like if
fucking
it
amazing.
if it yeah if you can get that photorealism going on, and let me be clear, excuse me, I have no interest in flying whatsoever. I want to put it in autopilot and ride and look around at these landmarks. I want to fly over the pyramids of Giza, the statue of Rio de Janeiro. Like I want to see this stuff out the window. I want to try it. If it
It
runs
doesn't
well,
want to
that's the
crash
whole-
at the same time.
I want to fly over
that's the whole
GT's house.
repetition.
Fly over GT's
You know
house
what?
and wave. I'm gonna fly over
Right.
GT's house and
I've
wave.
got ground to air missiles ready. Fuck it. I like go gadget.
Oh,
Ground to air missiles.
who doesn't? I want that. I want Inspector Gadget and VR guys.
I'll be shooting PD down and he can't fire back because in Microsoft
Is it part of the?
He said in
I'm-
DCS you can shoot people down in DCS version of that.
A DCS is a different game, and that is a free game on Steam. There's limited planes you can fly around in, but it is free.
Yeah,
and you can't
Do you
shoot
know
people
what-
down.
Do you know what the closest thing to Top
And
Gun
it's
experience in VR is? It's
PlayStation.
is it Air Combat 7?
Yeah,
Is it
with
what
with
was
the
one on
for PlayStation.
PSVR?
Yeah.
Yeah,
PSVR.
that was
It's only got like 3 or
brilliant.
4 missions, but those are really good missions.
so good. Probably the
In
best
VR.
I've done. Like everything about that. I remember playing it, and my wife, who never wants to really play VR, was like, "Can I play this?" And I was like, "Are you serious? You want to play a flight? You've not played VR, and you want to play a fucking flight sim?" And I actually recorded it and made it into a video. It's so good. But yeah, just to go into the chat, some people are like, because now they're like, "Hold on, GT, what, you're not happy with just not shooting things?" Not true. I love Aircar. Like Aircar is fantastic. I've done a video on another version of Aircar. This guy's going for that like cyber world thing again with his own version of it. And
I gotta
really,
watch
really
your
enjoyed it.
video because I tried it and I can't get the damn thing to turn. So I just went straight into the
Oh,
building
you've got
across.
choice. You
and-
can either actually
that
do
was-
it physically, or you can use the joysticks just like a normal game.
Uh,
Maybe people don't know that.
Yeah, I'll try.
But
to
yeah, no, not at all. I just think Microsoft Flight Simulator, for some reason, if I sat here and you said to me, "Dude, we got this game," and you get to take off an aircraft carrier, and it looks gorgeous, and you get to fly, I'm like, "Dude, I'm in there." But as soon as I get up to that point, I'll be like, "Well, apart from
Yeah, well-
landing, all I want to do is land again because that's the next
Right.
exciting bit." The bit where I think everyone else is like, or they're on TikTok, like doing these videos of flying from coast to coast or across the world. That's me bored, unfortunately. That's when I'm bored. So the main actual time of being in that game is the time I'm not interested. And that's the problem. I've tried it 3 or 4 times. Every time I take off, I'm like, "This is really cool." And then I get out there, I'm like, "Fucking hell, I'm bored." Do you know what I mean? I
Mhm.
just
How's
want
it
to
run
get
for
into
you?
the game again. No?
How's it run for you?
Yeah, really well. It's all right, actually. Yeah, I don't remember really having many problems for it. Capturing's different.
Mm.
It's fine
Sure.
without capturing. As soon as I go to capture it must use a lot of CPU. Because as soon as I go to capture, my CPU's like,
I'm not happy.
so, yeah,
That's what I keep hearing. The CPU hungry.
it is a nightmare.
I may give it a shot. I recently put my 3080 Ti in, and I've got my Pimax 8KX. I'm gonna try it and see.
Big boy in the
how it
corner.
runs.
He's like, yeah, I just
Right.
put my 3080 Ti on there.
Hey.
My Pimax.
But I think it'd be cool. I think it would be cool to try it. And I think, but the problem is my CPU is not good either. I'm only running
Here we go.
an
An unreleased i12.
I know, i14. Yeah.
Oh, too funny.
Is it
All right, guys.
is it cheaper and or free on Xbox Game Pass?
It is free.
Anybody know?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's free. That's why. That's the only reason I would try it because I can.
Oh,
I
well, then
already
I
have
might
Game
try it. I
Pass,
didn't know it was
so I
free
would
on
try
there.
it. Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't do it.
Do you know what's really cool? I was
Here's-
gonna say, like you guys are talking about, like they want to see places in the world. Fucking Google Earth is also amazing in VR. Like Google Earth, I would rather explore the world with Google Earth in VR than
And not have to worry
So-
about my altitude.
So
Yeah.
are they updating Google Earth VR like they update Google Maps and Google Earth on the flat screen PC?
That's a good
Are
point.
we getting new satellite imagery every couple of
I
years
don't know.
on Google Earth VR? I haven't been back in since I had my Oculus Rift CV1.
I would assume it pulls from the same.
I'm just gonna check.
It's not like it's
that
a different
I've got it.
camera.
Yeah, I have.
either.
I played it 3 years ago, right? And I don't
It's the
think
Street
been
View
updated
camera,
since.
so I can't
Oh my
imagine.
god, really?
Yeah, I installed it 3 years ago. It says here 3 years ago, and is that right? It
You
must
can
be
do.
right.
You can check. You
Yeah.
can go in. You can go over and look at your house and see if your car that you owned 3 years ago is still in the driveway.
Yeah, that's interesting. I
interesting.
wonder if they. Yeah, but don't they stream them in the images, and that's why there's. So that is correct. They would be updated, wouldn't they? Because don't you get somewhere and there's nothing there because you got to wait for it to load in? Is that
Oh,
right?
it could be.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Maybe it's like capturing a live.
I think
not
they're
live
pulling
image,
from
but-
the Google,
Yeah.
the regular
Exactly.
Google
So
Maps
maybe the
data.
game isn't like the game doesn't need to update. For example, you know.
We need multiplayer support. Co-op Google Earth.
Artful asks, has Mash, Wes, or Todd played Flight 76? That's a VR game. I've never heard of Flight 76, to be honest with you. I don't know that one.
Was it on Steam?
Yeah, I've never heard of
Normally everything's on
that.
Steam.
Flight 76. I don't know that.
Do you know what I'm really excited for that no one really seems to be talking about? Or they did for a minute and then no one bothered. It's Formula One 2022.
Oh, yeah.
Now that is more exciting to me than anything. I'm really
Hell
excited.
yeah. That'd be really cool.
Something's got to get me to hook that wheel up sooner or later, right?
I know.
Yeah.
I think that'd be it because there's a certain thrill in Formula One racing. Like I've played loads of. I love racing games. I always tend to buy them, but Formula One's so different because what you know of racing is so different. Like normally in games, you would like brake into a corner, accelerate out. In Formula One, you want to do that, but you will lose so much time, and you have to like conquer this fear or this inbuilt thing of like taking a corner in some way. You've just got to fucking gun it. You
Right.
gun it around these corners, and that's the thrill. You know, like changing the way you see the play racing games or that particular game is really good.
I'm
The
definitely looking forward to that one.
The fact that it's coming from Codemasters means that it should support the advanced haptics in our wheel, Eric. I forget what it's called. The force feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not many that do in the G whatever. What do we have? The G
29.
or 29 or whatever that one is.
I just want to say I'm looking up like Air Combat 7, right? I just put in
Yep.
Top Gun to look up. They've got now Top Gun Maverick Edition DLC, but obviously
Yeah,
in
everybody's doing
PC
it.
it's not VR.
Yeah, and it's
Right.
like the PlayStation version has it too. It's not. It's coming to PlayStation, but it's not VR either. It's only flat.
And it's a paid download content. It's not free.
Yeah, like you can buy the game for a tenner on Steam, but if you want the Top Gun, it's 60.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's an extra £50.
How much is in there? Do you think? Like how many Top Gun missions are in there?
No, how much does Tom Cruise want for licensing? Is what the
Yeah,
question is.
that's what it is. Yeah,
Bloody hell.
that is too funny.
Mm.
So, DT, it looks like everybody wants you to do like an unboxing of your Pico eventually. You should do that, man.
Oh, I would have done it. I think it was meant to come today. I don't know if I was out. Well, I was out. I know I was out. I don't know if it was meant to come today, but it's now coming Monday. So yeah, if you want, like, you guys want to hit me up in a week and I'm available, then I can do all that stuff.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Artful asks, will B-Haptics be supported in F1 2022? That's a good question. It would be cool if B-Haptics was, and we could ask our friend Alex. And
every game needs to have B-Haptics.
Alex might be still in chat, and maybe he can answer that. Yeah.
Yeah. If not, I'll bird dog him next week and tell him he needs to go talk to him right now.
That's right.
Oh. Yeah. Guys, let's give away a couple games and get our butts out of here. Wes got to go to work soon.
Yeah, I gotta get the hell out of here, dudes.
No, I was gonna. Really
tired. You gotta work tired.
Well, he should be sleeping right now because he's got to work all night.
I was literally in bed when you messaged me, Eric. I was laying down, and I was like, yeah. I haven't been able to get on camera yet and really talk about this PSVR 2 stuff, and I've been chomping at the bit, so I couldn't pass it up.
That's why I said. That's why I mentioned. I'm like, don't, if you can't do it, don't do, don't mess. If you can't do it, you can't do it. Don't feel you had to.
It's all good. It's all good.
Glad you did.
Thanks for having me. By the way, you guys said that you're both going to be unable to cover the stream next Thursday afternoon when it's live. I will be live on PSVR Without Parole, and it's not just going to be me and Brian. It's going to be Brian, myself, AJ, and Miles, all four of us live reacting to the Sony State of Play. So you guys be sure to
I'll be there.
check that over there.
The new GAMESCAST crew all together in one place. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that'll be cool.
All right, Dee's back. Let's see if this wheel works. Let's see if Dee. Oh, it looks like she's frozen again. Dee's having issues. Get a bar. One bar. No.
Yeah.
The wheel looks like it's
storming. Yeah, let's rock the wheel and give away. So we got Puzzle Bobble and we have Real VR Fishing. Two pretty good games.
Puzzle Bobble.
I've never tried Puzzle Bobble. Anybody try that?
Yeah, it's good.
Is it good? Yeah.
Yeah, but I like the OG game still. It's the Buster Move.
Oh yeah. Well, let's do Puzzle Bobble first, and then we'll do Real VR Fishing, and then we'll get our butts out of here.
Okay, let's do that.
I got a live stream tonight, guys. Saturday night. It's time for VR live streaming. So I was gonna see if Wes wanted to live stream me tonight, and I kind of blew that away now.
Dude, I kind of want to play. I kind of want to go play After the Fall. To be honest,
that's what I'm gonna be streaming After the Fall tonight. GT, if you want to do some After the Fall tonight, man, let me know.
Oh, mate, my eyelids are
trying to keep him awake. And look who it is.
Speak of the man, Alex VR. Congratulations, buddy.
Hey.
Puzzle Bobble. Pretty cool game, man. Pretty cool.
Put some haptics in there. I want to hear
There you go.
I want to feel the bubbles burst. Bubbles.
Yeah, like you said, haptics should be in everything, man. Everything.
I do definitely feel that.
Dee, are you there?
Congratulations, Alex. Dee, are you back?
Oh, can't hear you. No mic. Oh yeah, I hear.
Well, can you? Yeah.
Oh, now we got you. What happened, Dee? You look pissed.
Dude.
What?
Get that bleep button ready, Todd, because
okay.
OBS, all right?
Fuck.
Oh, dude.
It's been crashing like crazy.
Yeah, we noticed.
We did notice.
After this, I need to go shoot stuff in the face. So
After the Fall, here we go.
After the Fall. All right, one more key. This is going to be for Real VR Fishing. One of my favorite relaxing games. I love this game.
Yeah, and they have a new update coming, right? The American update or whatever.
Lakes or something like that.
They're going to do American Lakes.
Well, no, they're adding more content for those people who bought the American West DLC. So if you have that DLC, they're going to be adding a couple of new maps or lakes, whatever you want to call it, every few weeks. They're going to add more to it, more to it.
What's going on after the Fall? Is there's new things? Isn't there new content and stuff?
Yeah, they added this past month. They added a whole bunch of new content. They have new skins available. They have new weapons available. That new season is. Yeah. Hey, and let me know anytime you want to get in. We'll stream. I'll jump in with you and we'll play. Love it.
Well done,
Chris.
Well done, bro. Chris 9989. Congratulations, Chris Lebrecki. Real VR fishing. Really
Fellow
good game.
Chris. Nice.
Yeah, right. Hello, Chris.
Go, Chris.
Guys, that was another fantastic show. We covered way more news this time than we normally do, but I think it was kind of necessary. There was some really cool stuff to talk about, and I wanted to say thanks for Wes for joining us and give it your sleep time, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on. I really
You've almost convinced me,
appreciate
Wes.
Yeah, he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
Dude, I guarantee you, by this time next week, you'll be convinced.
Wow.
Yeah,
You think it's
really?
going to be that powerful? That's interesting.
I hope
I hope it is.
I do.
I'll be in your chat watching the stream, so we'll see what happens.
Awesome.
It probably
can't
will be
wait.
too.
Yeah.
I'll be at the show. I'll probably have my I'll put my earbuds in, and I'll be walking around the show, and probably have it on too.
Well, I'll try to remember to post it in the Discord. I'm the world's worst for getting on there and saying, "Hey guys, I'm going to be here."
Here's what we do. Here's what we do. If during the show, during the thing, or right after it, if something's going on, I'll go live from the booth, and you can have it.
Fine.
I'll go live on PSVR Pro. I'll freaking do it right from the booth.
Have you seen what Meppa's called the show now?
Weekend news and rants.
Jeez.
Hey, what did we say when we started this? We'll keep it real, right? We'll always keep it real.
It keeps it
That's
real,
right.
yo.
It is what it is.
Yo.
We speak it. So everybody, thank you very much for being here. You can hang out with us on a Saturday, and we appreciate it. We'll probably we'll be back soon. We'll get some dates together, figure out when we can do this again. We're having a lot of fun doing this, guys. Anything else that you want to add before we say goodbye?
Just want to say thank you.
Hell yeah,
Thanks to everyone,
Thank
for
you, guys.
watching.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Virtual Strangers tomorrow, Wes. Or your normal 3, 4, 5 o'clock time, so we're around there, right? 4 or 5.
Yeah, just whenever I get home and get it all ready and Roots is ready, then we'll go like always.
Hell yeah. It'll be another great episode, and I will surely be there in chat to talk to everybody. So, all right, Virtual Strangers tomorrow, and make sure you guys go check out GT's channel. A million things going on over there. Just did some live streaming, which was awesome, of Saints and Sinners, and then you did some. Did you do the Mario Kart or something? What did you do?
Oh, dude, what with Dolphin VR?
Yeah, that was
That was
cool,
fucking.
man.
Again, though, it was a pain in the ass to set up.
Yeah, of course.
But, like, because there's loads of things going on. You have to like get the game, get the VR thing working, and then like chop Mario's head off and bits, so the head's not there. And then when you start the game, you got to use your D-pad to get the fucking
Put yourself in the spot.
bring the camera down right to the spot, and then you had the
Yeah.
steering wheel and the pedal. But when it all aligns, like the planets and shit, like I was like, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. It's a real shame it's not multiplayer, but I have heard there is a way to get that VR thing working in multiplayer, and I don't want to do it. But if someone said if someone said you want to play that with 7 other people that you know, I'd be like, fucking hell yeah, I'd do it all day long because it is really good.
Definitely tell me how we can do it easy, and we'll definitely do it.
Yeah, right.
It's called,
One day
there you
Nintendo's
go.
going to be VR, man. One day.
This is how you
Hell
do
yeah.
it. You go to the Oculus Quest store. You type in dash world.
Yeah.
And you click
Do you know-
buy.
I thought that game was Dash Racing forever. I don't know why. It's almost
Yeah,
like
right.
yeah, and then they were like, it's Dash World. Can you call it?
Whoops.
Can you call it the right name? I even
Yeah,
told my
and you
video
and you
about
have you have like a
everything.
horn sound in there, and you have your
I
own
do,
gloves or
yeah. I've
something
got
in
my
there,
own
and you're not even
cockpit.
getting the name right, man.
Yeah. Holy shit balls! That's
Yep.
it. That's the
That's
horn.
GT's.
I couldn't believe they
Yeah.
went with it.
Oh,
I
that
don't
is
even
the
understand
best.
what I'm saying.
Who doesn't want to? Who doesn't want a horn that says GT saying "Holy shit balls"? I want that to be. I want that to be my phone ring.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, guys, let's click D in here. Just say goodbye, D. Sorry.
While
you're
I'm
not
still
gonna get it.
here and OBS stays.
Look at that attitude face. I mean, she's like the Red
Oh.
She-Hulk.
It is. You're not happy. Well, we'll say goodnight today, you guys. Again, yeah, I am streaming tonight. Come catch me on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. We'll stream it probably in about another hour or two. We'll be streaming on here. We're going to do some After the Fall. We're going to do some Pop 1. We might finish our Demio match that we started from last week, and some Demio news coming up. I'm sure that Wes probably will have something on that tomorrow. If you want to hear the newest coolest thing in Demio. I'm really excited about it. Tune in to Virtual Trainers for tomorrow. All right, guys, for me, Eric, Todd, GT, Wes, and D, you guys rock.
Well, I'm still here. Hey!
Hell yeah. You guys rock.
Have a good weekend, guys.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.